So we just had Transfiguration Sunday, and Reverend Graham Tutt did an excellent job helping us grapple with what is being said in this moment up on the mountain where Jesus is transfigured and glows and seems to appear with Moses and Elijah, the law and the prophets. And God says, "This is my son, my beloved son. I'm well pleased with him, listen to him." It's kind of the signal. This is Jesus who we must listen to. And as we gallop towards Jerusalem and the cross, we start to get a picture in our liturgical calendar of who this Jesus is, who's the one we should listen to, and what it all means. So this coming Sunday we have a passage in Matthew chapter 4. It looks like it's first couple of verses in Matthew chapter 4 there, 1 to 11. And we're going to be looking at the temptation of Jesus when he is tempted by Satan in the wilderness. There's so much going on in this little story, quite apart from the fact that Jesus is kind of following the model set by the people Israel, who of course went into the wilderness and were tempted there for 40 years. Jesus 40 days without food, and comes back and encounters Satan, who wants to test Jesus on all sorts of areas, most notably his needs, what he thinks he deserves, and his desires. And as that engagement with between Jesus and Satan goes on, we learn something very important about what Jesus thinks he needs, what he thinks he deserves, and what he actually desires. And they're good lessons to think about, because for each of us, all the time, we grapple with these things. We have things that we think we need, we have things we think we deserve. Every time you think that's not fair, you're identifying something you think you deserve. And we have desires, of course, desires that are so mysterious to us because we don't really know often what's going on there. We just desiring because we like desiring, I think, sometimes. Because our desires morph. Even as we approach the thing that we think we want, it seems to change into the next thing that we think we want. So, yes, we're going to look at all of that. The temptation of Christ, needs, deserves, deserts, and desires. So that'll be fun. That'll be well worth it. But come along on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. to Mustard Seed, and Graham Tutt is going to be leading our Ash Wednesday meditation. I'll be up at Wesley College doing a Salvete chapel service, but Rev Graham has very graciously agreed to lead our meditation down at Mustard Seed here. So that's worth coming to. And then stay tuned for Bible studies with Rev Robin Davies. We've got so many really hot revs in our congregation. That probably shouldn't be said like that. But yeah, okay. Look forward to seeing you somewhere around the place. God bless.